So in the previous video, we discussed and listed out the concepts present in the algebra segment. In this video, we shall look into each concept in detail. Let us start with polynomials and the first concept, general form and terms. So what is a polynomial? So before getting into that, let us look at the algebraic expressions and its types. Okay. So if an algebraic expression has only one term, it is called a monomial. For example, 5x, it has only single term. If it has two terms, then we call it as binomial. Bi means two. So 2x square plus 7x, see here, there are two terms separated by plus symbol. And if it has more than two terms or many terms, we call it as a polynomial. See, we have three terms here separated by plus and minus. Now there is another concept called degree, which talks about the highest power of the variable. Now see here in this equation, x is the variable. Now what is the highest power that it has got? Here the power of x is 1, here the power of x is 2. So 2 is the degree of this polynomial. Now based on this degree, we have got types of polynomials. If the degree is 1, we call it as linear polynomial, and the example is given here. See, the power of x is just 1. Now if the degree is 2, which is highest power is 2, we call it as quadratic polynomial, and you can check the example where the highest power of x is 2. Now if it is 3, we call it as cubic, and this is one example for a cubic polynomial. Now for an exercise, I've got an equation. We can identify what is the degree of it, coefficient of x square, constant, and the type of polynomial. So let us go one by one. Now what is the degree of this polynomial? Because the highest power is 3, we can consider the degree as 3. Now what is the coefficient of x square? Here is the x square term. Coefficient is a number which is multiplied to this. So minus 7 is the coefficient of x square. So I'm writing minus 7 here with symbol. Now constant. Constant is the term which has no variable attached. So it's a plain number, 15, but you have to write with symbol. So minus 15. And then type of polynomial. Because the degree is 3, the type of polynomial is cubic. So cubic polynomial. Now here are a few general forms of polynomial. So linear polynomial, because the degree is 1, we can restrict it to ax plus b. Quadratic, ax square plus bx plus c, because the degree is 2. Cubic, the degree is 3, so ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So here I have gotten three equations, rather expressions. We can compare it with general forms and identify a, b, c, d values here. Let's start with the first expression. See, this is a quadratic expression. You can compare it with this ax square plus bx plus c, where a is the coefficient of x square, right? So 2 is the value of a. Now b, what is b value? Coefficient of x. So here coefficient of x is minus 7, so b is minus 7. And c is constant, so plus 15. Likewise, I've gotten one more expression, which is similar to the cubic polynomial. On comparison, you can write a, b, c, and d values. Now here is the exercise question. So here I have got a cubic polynomial. Can you identify what is a, b, c, and d values? Answer this one in the comments. Thank you.